how's it going, everybody? Welcome to this reaction video for X-Men 97, Episode 8, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1. This three-part series that is happening here in Season 1 of X-Men 97. I think this wraps up the season, so very excited to see what we're going to get in this one and see what's going to pop up, what's going to show up, who's going to show up, and who's going to be part of this whole thing. So I am just on the edge of my seat on this one because every single episode has been fantastic, in my opinion, in this entire season. If any episodes have been kind of maybe not 100% up to snuff, it's only because the other ones have been so incredible, so the bar is so high. But for me personally, I've thoroughly enjoyed every single episode, and walking into this animated series as someone who didn't watch the first 4 or 5 seasons of the X-Men animated series, this has been a great way to kind of get me into it and get me excited to see more of it. Once this season ends, I'm definitely going to go back and make my way through the original animated series and have some fun with that. And I know I shouldn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did this one, but you never know. You never know. I just saw Roadhouse for the first time from 1989, and I enjoyed that, and I fully expected not to. So you never know when you go back in time to watch some stuff. And speaking of going back in time, certainly we're going to see what happens here in this episode with Cable coming back in time to stop what's going to happen in the future here with Bastion, to stop what happened, to try to stop what happened or the after effects of what happened in Genosha and all this stuff that's going on. We've got so much with the Madeline Pryor and Jean Grey, like whose memories are whose now that Madeline is gone. Rogue is down for the count. What's the deal with that? Is Gambit coming back? Because Charles is coming back. So is Gambit really dead? And what's the deal with Magneto now being captured by Bastion? What's this all about? And what is Bastion's plan with Mr. Sinister? And of course, those of us who've read the Tolerance is Extinction storyline in X-Men, we have a rough idea of what we're going to see, but still seeing it in the animated series, I think is going to be fun to see how they combine certain elements, certain story beats, and where they show us the changes that they made or the updated moves that they made with some of these motivations from the characters and some of these situations that we saw from the original storyline. So very excited. And for those of you who went back and watched those episodes that Bo DeMeo recommended, I'm sure you are ready now to watch this particular 3-part mini series, in essence, to wrap up season 1 of X-Men 97. And I personally can't wait to jump into it. Still no Gambit in this opening. Still not seeing Storm in the new outfit, so. Cable with his, trying to get his shooting range, training down.
Apparently his mutant power includes vanishing from any room.
Wonder where he got it.
Any word why Bishop's
father-son issues
sent Nathan away to give him the best possible future, and it was so horrible he's come back.
Oh, Scott, so dramatic.
Ever thought to ask the professor to show me how he did what he did so well?
Oh, the old school shot. Nice. There's Iceman and Angel. Wow.
His name is Bastion. He used the fallout from Genosha to get backing for his Prime Sentinel program. But
that's interesting.
The Prime Sentinels are created using the same techno-organic virus Sinister infected me with.
Oh, wow. So he's kind of connected to these human Sentinels.
Prime Sentinels would be living weapons capable of reproducing, literally giving birth to a new apex.
Wow.
Designed to replace mutants like humans did Neanderthals.
So the tables have flipped.
His evolutionary war lasted 300 years.
300.
So another dystopia where Logan's the last to die.
Bastion saved humanity by upgrading them. Any mutant who survived was put to war.
Whoa.
Why the heck didn't you stop Genosha?
Ooh.
Take a seat, Logan.
Daddy's
That's how I respond to Vogel sometimes. Daddy's home.
The mystics of Camartage speak of
Camartage.
absolute points, events that occur across all timelines. Could travel to the very moment Genosha fell, but...
Oh, interesting.
But a rebel in my future got a lead on one of Bastion's facilities in your time. Here, today, I can avenge.
So it's got Terminator vibes, right?
He's some type of backup android that Master Mold up.
Oh, wow.
A couple centuries late in the overprotective dad bit, huh?
Both of you stop.
Dudes. Oh.
to the might and glory of the
Wait, how did they get this?
Shocking off-world transmission was released by the UN.
Whoa!
Are the reports that Xavier's assassin, Henry Gyrick, was found murdered in
Wait,
Mexico City.
so the UN released that? Does that mean it did that as a reaction to Cooper
Bastion's
dying?
been playing us from the get-go. It's time to turn the tables
Oh,
and
wow.
end his twisted plans for
Bastion's in deep on this one.
may bring an alien army to
Oh,
restore
there it is, the talking heads. Living off the future fear. Striker.
Somebody needs to help those poor souls. The X-Men certainly aren't.
Wow.
Well, thankfully, my guests and I don't believe that a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch.
Yeah, we ever heard that nonsense before?
Come on, Roberto. You have a trust fund, and I have good taste. I think we both could use some retail therapy.
Is he going to go? Oh, okay. Defies his mother. Respect, Roberto.
A telepath who could not trust her own memories, who fears the past as much.
I mean, this Nightcrawler is so good.
I remember him kicking inside me.
Wow.
And Scott listening, and those cravings for oranges with cottage cheese. Just like I remember telling my friend Storm that I wanted him to be born human.
Yeah, where is Storm? Get Storm back here.
But he's Madeline's blood.
I was abandoned by my mother Mystique as an infant.
Yeah. There's the reveal.
Unlike our mother, we chose not to abandon each other, to let go,
Great commentary on family trauma.
simply be family. Blood is blood. Family is a
Yeah,
choice.
that's true. Family is a choice. We all know that, right? As we live our lives, get old enough. Blood is blood, but family is a choice, for sure.
Cable's lead points to a town called Harmony.
Harmony. The irony. Oh, we're back with Sinister and Bastion.
Huh. Bastion's very own Dr. Mengele.
Oh, she's alive. Oh, okay.
He could have been so much more.
Is she working with them?
Pig pens brimming with mutant test subjects.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
My dream.
Eek. So wait, she was working with them the whole time? Son of a gun, man. So this further reinforces,
Bastion says you haven't spoken a word since
the idea of trusting humans in this situation. Yeah, his numbers. Yeah, of course, the Genosha attack, the Holocaust, connections, trauma,
I'm sorry.
catastrophic events, and things like that.
Forgive me. Curse me, just please. You must have something to say.
By the way, Magneto, looking good in that Speedo, working out.
late for cover.
Oh, look who's here.
Didn't recognize you without your camera and microphone.
Oh, beast. You petty bitch.
The X-Men locking up the lead suspect behind Genosha.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
basement.
So Bolivar is there. Nice.
How many like him are out there?
We shall know momentarily.
Oh, wow.
This is no Sentinel facility.
Where are they at?
This is Bastion's childhood home.
Oh, interesting.
He grew
Oh, look at that little mini Sentinel there. What's the expo? Is that Tony Stark expo or something?
My son said you'd come get me
Oh.
tomorrow.
Is that his mom?
Make yourselves at home while I pack.
Coming to get her tomorrow. What does that mean?
Guess we'll play along.
Oh, wow.
Not thoughts. Machines.
Right. He's a mutant, of course.
A school janitor being infected by something from
Oh, wow. Oh.
Nimrod. Creating something new.
Oh, man. Talk about the long game.
Will I ever be normal?
Yeah, this very much has Terminator vibes, right? Kyle Reese going back to impregnate Sarah Connor, which creates John Connor, which is the reason he comes back to protect John Connor from the Terminator. That's a lot of...
He's descended of every Sentinel from Master Mold to Nimrod. Evolved. Born.
Wow. Remember when Blade Runner 2049 did this? The idea of a replicant human having a child?
Like when our village idiot, Gyrick, made a martyr of Xavier. Tolerance.
Oh, wow.
Really, guilt.
Ooh, there's a shot. Is it tolerance or guilt? Where have we heard those arguments?
Apathy's your answer.
Do not mistake Doom's
Wow.
difference.
Doom!
But right now, we press on with the rollout.
Your Sentinel program can't go
Oh,
on
wow.
without
Zemo.
leaders.
And generations later, human extinction.
Wow.
Enter Operation Zero Tolerance.
With all this mutant loving, people like Joe turn to dial-up chat rooms to speak freely.
Oh, come on. This is so obvious.
Others lay off a dozen workers and hire one mutant with a strength of 10.
That's the AI argument.
The more technical details, but they know they're joining something far greater than themselves.
Far greater than themselves? Come on.
Who knows? Maybe a mutant flirts with one of them at a local dive bar and...
Wow.
You sound like a dinosaur fretting the fate of an asteroid before impact.
I'm more concerned you're the asteroid, Bastion.
Wow. Oh.
Do you have children?
The old lady coming in.
It was a hard pregnancy, Sebastian.
Oh, I bet it was a hard pregnancy. Seems like a hard egg.
It's important to cherish every second with your child. They grow up so fast.
Oh, wow. Maybe digging the knife in a little bit with Cable and Jean and Scott.
Painted it when he was 16. The final...
Oh, my God. The final dream?
Like all good art.
So apocalyptic. Oh! Oh! Oh, hell yeah. Of course.
Imitates life.
Wait, but... Interesting.
While you give her time, you're giving me...
Oh! Comics accurate Jubilee.
Yo, Ford, a little privacy?
Oh! Oh, he's activating them all.
Would they know they're Sentinels?
Trask didn't.
Don't even. Whoa! This is like Secret Invasion. How many of these are there? Oh! Oh! Look at that poor kids. They're like, what the fuck?
Oh, my stars and garters.
Oh! Oh! I had a feeling. Yep. I was thinking back of my mom when she put the coffee cup down. Oh, Trish, not you.
But you see it too. Takes a mutation to beat one.
Well, she kind of speaks a little bit like...
Realizing you're no longer Mother Nature's favorite.
Wow.
But now...
Oh! Oh, here we go.
Surrender, mutants.
I gotta talk to Hank about his taste in women.
What happened there? Oh, this is Jean and Scott and Cable. Oh, okay.
Cable.
That old lady can do it.
Yeah, might need a few more.
He's turned his entire hometown into...
Nathan, Jean, run!
Look, I mean, you can't ignore the connections here, right? The entire hometown, small town, buying into this philosophy, being converted by a philosophy to be angry at what they see as what they've been billed and lied to is the extinction of their humanity. Oh, Morph becoming Juggernaut. That's awesome. I'm Juggernaut, bitch. But yeah, I mean, you can't deny this. It's pretty obvious what the show is saying. In essence, you know, them becoming these things, being dipped in these things, it essentially is being dipped into a philosophy to embrace this madness.
Meet outside.
Thinking that it's going to lead to them coming out on top. But he's using them for his own personal benefit. Oh, wow. Are they going to burn the mansion to the ground? Oh, no. Where is Iceman? Where is Angel?
Fancy a trip to the junkyard, Tin Woman?
Filthy Neanderthal.
Ooh. Here we go. So, did the Trish Toby not know? Or did she kind of subconsciously know, which is why she got herself close to the humans? Look, I'm not ignoring the incredible actions going on. I'm just thinking about how this all came about. It's fantastic stuff. Oh. Oh, wow. It's like Children of the Corn shit. Oh. Oh!
Why resist the inevitable?
Lady, I got 6 reasons why.
Oh!
No, mein Freund. Nein.
Nightcrawler. Nice. Oh, wow. There's a little like thing action, right? With the hand wandering off. Like the head wandered off in that movie. I love the classical music. It's so good. It's perfect for Kurt. Ramps up the ante too, the drama of this whole thing. Oh wow. They can come back together. look at the movements. Oh. Oh.
They must get them away from Rogue.
Oh. What is in that tongue? Oh, my boy's bamfing. Oh! That is awesome. Fucking Wolverine and the Bamf. Oof. Some great shots here. Chase Conley did a wonderful job directing this thing. And the animation, stellar.
You too? Come on, use a seatbelt.
Bob. Is that something they did in the animated series? These random, like, the more you know moments? This is so badass, man. Oh.
Nathan, get in the back.
Quit bossing me around.
Hank's gonna kill you. This is the third Blackbird in these many months.
She is turning into the mom over here, Jean Grey. Oh. Oh, look at that shot. That is badass. Go.
You have a Porsche.
Scott with the smirk. Of course he has a Porsche. He's a dad.
Time's taught me anything when you can't go back. Plow forward.
Oh, nice. Look at that
Let's show
shot.
these toasters why you don't screw with the Summers.
Oh my God. So cheesy. So cheesy. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love dad trying to be cool. I mean, it fits for Scott. I'm not criticizing. It fits for Scott. Scott is this way. Scott is slightly over dramatic, always trying to be cool, but coming off as the dad type because he's so square. Oh, look at that shot. That is badass. Wow. Hell of an action sequence. Humans for Genosha.
We do not kill mutants. We save
Oh, wow.
Meu filho, do what the men say.
Wow. Wow. Having your own mom turn on you in that moment. Jesus. Go with the good man, honey.
That human wretch let Magneto out.
Oh. Oh, Cooper.
She did. Still, too little, too late.
Whoa, where are they going?
You just had to let the dog out.
I mean, can I say something? I mean, Cooper she's a bit of a hottie. Let's throw it out there.
Of fighting the future.
You're a monster.
I was born this way.
He was born a monster. Think of what he's saying.
But you know what the oddest thing was? No one seemed shocked or surprised.
Wow.
Because we always end up in the same ugly place.
Wow.
Thing is, Magneto knows us better.
Wow, her shutting the doors on him.
The scariest thing about Genosha wasn't the death or the chaos. It was a thought. The only sane thought you can have.
Listen to that music.
Magneto was right.
Yeah. Oh. I side with Magneto. I almost always side with Magneto in these things. I appreciate Charles. Oh, Spidey. Oh, nice. Oh, that's old school Spidey too. Oh, that's Silver Samurai. Wow. Oh, Omega Red. Wow. Does this mean like the Avengers are going to get involved in this? Because we saw Cap. So now Spidey, Silver Samurai, Omega Red. How far are we going with this? All of them represent different areas of the world. So clearly what Magneto did is a global thing.
Magneto actually did it.
Wow. Saved our hides?
No. Declared war.
Wow.
Where's the professor when you need him?
That's him. Right on cue. It's got to be him. Oh, interesting helmet. Little bug helmet. There he is.
I hope that I'm not
Of course. I hope that I'm not too late. We all been handling shit down here. Well, you've been up there, but...
To me, my X-Men.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Storm! Nice. Oh, man. Woo! What an episode. Wow. Yeah, that was damn cool. There's so much in this episode. So much commentary about the world and commentary about what's been going on. Of course, you can't ignore what's going on with college campuses all across the country, you know, with what's going on with Israel and Gaza and the Palestine and the Palestinians, like, and the Jewish people, like all the anti-Semitism, all of it. I mean, this episode is coming out with that as the backdrop right now, currently in our pop culture zeitgeist, in our conversations and in our world, seeing all these news reports about this stuff. So this idea of yet another genocide or another situation, another tragic event happening, and how some people are just, they see it, they're apathetic and they move on from it, or they go on with their days because they got to live their days. And Cooper calling that out at the end there was really powerful. The messaging here is very strong. And look, you don't have to adhere to the message, I guess. It's a damn good show if you don't want to listen to any of the messaging, but the messaging is very clear, as has always been with the X-Men. And you're seeing that Bastion is using the humans' fears of being irrelevant, of made irrelevant, right? The AI aspect of it all. 10 people can do what one person can do, or the natural human fear that if something becomes better than us and evolves out of us, we fear that we're going to be replaced. And that fear can be twisted, especially with the less intelligent or the more susceptible to these kinds of philosophies, that they have to buy into the fear. And if they buy into the fear, then certain things are possible. Certain actions are rationalized, like these guys volunteering to be dipped into this thing and essentially become the thing they hate, which is a version of mutants. But this time they're in control of the mutants. They're forcing the mutants to work for them. So it's okay. It wasn't okay when they were going to become irrelevant, but they are quite happy to make the mutants irrelevant, to make the mutants work on them, because humans also fear being made into slaves, or being, as we saw in the Matrix, harvested for electricity, and what have you. So this idea humans have that they're afraid that they're going to be turned into slaves or made workers, but they'd rather be the ones in control, not the ones being subjugated. So it's such an interesting story here, and the storylines that are being laid out in this first part of a 3-part storyline here that's going to wrap up season 1 of X-Men 97. It is fascinating to really break this thing down. May have to watch this episode a few more times. We're going to review it on the Geek Buddy, spoiler review. It's probably up already because I put the reactions after I do the review. So like I record this, what you're seeing now is me reacting to it for the first time. Then we're going to record our review, which will probably be up because it takes time to edit these reactions. But yeah, so I imagine we're going to break it down and go through all the stuff that's been presented here. The storylines here, great to see the family getting back together in essence, with Jean and Scott and Cable and their interactions and their issues with each other. I thought that worked really well throughout the episode. The action sequences were stellar. The fight with Wolverine and Nightcrawler and everyone involved with that was pretty bad. Although Morph becoming Juggernaut was pretty awesome. But he always just becomes someone and then gets thrown aside. So I'd like to see more of Morph. I know maybe I'm off base, but I like Morph. I'd like to see more of Morph, and maybe because JP Carliak, friend of the show, friend of mine, voices him, I'd like to see more of JP's work in this series myself. Even though he's had a few lines in this episode, I would like maybe a little bit more. Beast and Trish, how's that going to work out? Is she now fully a Sentinel, a human Sentinel? Is she not going to be what she was before now that she's been activated? Or is Beast going to come up with something? So a lot of questions there. What else in this storyline? Oh, Sunspot. The Sunspot stuff and Jubilee stuff I think was really powerful as well. You know, the mom being like, oh, I'll just make money and I'll use this to, you know, help the human or help people at Genosha, the help humans. And then, you know, taking a passive aggressive shot at the X-Men saying, oh, because you guys couldn't, we're going to help them. And so it's a self-important feeling that some humans have over certain people because they have money, just because they have money. So seeing that come through, but then when she's confronted in front of everybody with the quote unquote embarrassment of having a son as a mutant, she absolutely defaults to these two strangers who followed her son, and her son said she's being hunted down by these people. She ends up telling him to go with these people, which I think is horrible. And that tells you how embarrassed she is, right? This idea of, oh, well, you know, why'd you have to show everybody what you are? And let me just shove you away, right? I'm sure that's a LGBTQ plus kind of reference there, you know, this idea of show, oh yeah, I want to help I'm an ally of the LGBTQ community, but I don't want my own child to be a member of it. And if he or she is, I want them, or they are, I want to hide them away. So yeah, some shots being taken there as well. But I think the Bastion overall storyline is really powerful, just making commentary about how humans can be easily manipulated when they're afraid. And that's the really scary thing. We've seen that for centuries, since the dawn of our species. This is how we can be manipulated into doing some horrible things because we've had fear pumped into our brains, misinformation, lies, conspiracy theories, all this stuff pumped into our brains. And because we want to believe it, we become susceptible to it and become susceptible to the manipulation. And the next thing you know, we're storming a Capitol or we're rioting in the streets and destroying buildings and what have you. And so it's just that kind of thing that unfortunately humans are driven by fear a lot of the time, and but also driven by love, right? As Mr. Rogers said, you always look for the helpers, as Beast said in the last episode, I think in last episode or 2 episodes ago. So this is the battling philosophies, but Magneto at the end, Magneto was right. And Magneto showing us the full scope of his powers, I thought was super badass, going all around the globe and doing what he did. But of course, what's that going to lead to? We will see. It's going to be hairy, these battles. But I like that we've set up like 3 separate sides here, right? Because you got Charles, which I imagine is going to come and try to lasso his X-Men in, but then you're going to have Magneto. And how many of the mutants who are currently under Charles' care are going to go on Magneto's side? And then you got Bastion with Sinister. What are they going to do? And what's Cooper's role in all of this, which who clearly sided on one side and had the UN probably issue that release that video of Charles to try to motivate the humans to turn on the X-Men. What's her role going to be on this now that she's let Magneto out? So has she gone extremism the other way? Is she the Harley Quinn to Magneto's Joker? I don't know. We will see as this goes down. So anyway, I thought it was fantastic. What did you think of this episode? Great start to this 3-episode storyline here. Is going to end season 1. Let me know down in the comment section below. What was your favorite moment in the episode? Let me know what did I miss in my immediate reaction and discussion. Let me know down there. As I said, the spoiler review is probably up by the time the reaction is up. So go and watch me and Michael Vogel, Shannon McClone talking about this episode and giving our thoughts on it overall. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on this episode and my reactions to it and all of that. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button so you see we're dropping all the content just like this. And of course, more than anything else, share this on your social media so more people can come and hang out with us here on the Outlaw Nation. All right, y'all take care of yourselves. Be well. Looking forward to part 2 next week. And I'll talk to you next time with another reaction episode or reaction video here on the Outlaw Nation for X-Men 97. Take care.